Highball 5550 on the similar question here. What is the story behind you throwing limes at Leighton? Well,
can we talk about that? I suppose we can talk about that one.
Talk about that one.
I don't think that's a story that's been told, and it's a shame because that's one of the funniest stories.
We haven't told the whole story, no. We've briefly mentioned it, so we might as well tell the whole story. So somebody will have to clip this probably someday, but anyway, so after Steam Up, Colorado Crossings in May this year, after that Steam Up, we realized that Mickey McGowan, the engineer who wrecked 346, the smells like Kenosha man himself, is buried in Golden. And so we said, okay, well, he's the reason that we have 346. Like, oddly enough, yes, he wrecked it, but that's the reason it was saved. And, we wanted to go pay our respects to him and actually, gently go see his grave and everything. And so we went and saw the grave, and we still need to get it straightened. His tombstone is falling over. Anyway, but we went and saw that, and then we decided, go get dinner afterwards, and we went to an establishment known as the Rock Rest, which is a sometimes very School of Mines populated establishment, and sometimes a riffraff populated establishment.
I don't know that you'd call it the local dive bar, but it's
close.
Kind of
it's a local.
It's somewhere between a sports bar and a dive bar.
So
it's not exactly a class establishment.
It's a wading bar. But it's a shallow pool bar. It's not quite. You can't dive into it.
It's a paddling bar.
Paint a picture of a place that's a good place for a bar fight. Rock Rest would probably be it.
Yeah.
It's a place that has cheap liquor and cheap food and is just that's where you go for that.
The reason why it's full of School of Mines students on Tuesday nights is because it's $2 pint night. You can get any pint you want for $2, and they have 30 beers on tap, and you can get Guinness and good beers for $2. They won't be poured correctly because they're trying to serve 10 billion thousand people. But anyways, that was a college experience. Go get hammered on a Tuesday night and stagger home. That was always fun. I used to live about a half mile from there. But anyways, we go for dinner and order a pitcher of Modelo for the table.
They're just to paint the picture. We're on the patio, and there are 6 of us.
There's
us 3, Dusty, Jimmy, Dusty's from the COG, and I believe Leo
was there. Yeah. Leo, who's popped in on chats before and is a part of the Discord, some of you know. So we're all there, and we're all, still dressed down railroad pretty much for the most part. Dusty and I might have been
filthy too.
Dusty and I might have been changed out, but most people were overalls, Steam Up, gross. Everyone's face was gross, kind of thing. So we're enjoying beer, whatever. We finish beers, and Jimmy starts one of his pun trains, which is why we kind of want to have him. We do and we don't. We want to have him be the 4th on Three-Quarter Idiot, but we also don't.
Disastrous.
It's gonna be. It'll either be funny or it'll be too much. We don't know, but it'll be fun. So we're probably gonna try and schedule that. But he started on the pun train, which got everyone kind of going with the stupid puns, and Leighton made some joke about putting the lime into coconut.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah. As a pun, because we had Modelo's, so we had the limes in the beer. And I had just finished my beer, and I had the lime in it. And usually when you try and get, if you've got a Blue Moon and you've got the orange slice in there, it usually takes hell and back to get the damn thing out so that you can then, bite a little slice of your citrus or whatever. And I had the lime in there.
In a beer bottle.
Right? And so I went to tip my glass at Leighton to try and hit him in the face with the lime because reasons, and I sent that thing fucking flying. I sent that lime across hell and back. It cleared Leighton's head by a foot at least, flies across the bar, nailed some dude's girlfriend in the face one table over, and he was pissed.
He the full-on cartoon. He shoves the chair back, pounds on the table, stands up and turns around, and is face to face with, albeit we're trembling, but 6 guys dressed in the overalls, we're filthy, we're burly, we must have looked like hell. And this dude was just mad and crazy enough. He turned around and you could see in his mind doing the mental calculus of, I'm about to kick 6 guys' asses.
I could still do this. I will still take all 6 of these guys.
He looked really ready to go toe-to-toe in a bar fight with all 6 of us.
He grabbed the lime. He took the lime in hand, and he did the I'm a pissed off big man walk over to the trash and violently threw it in the trash, turned around and stared at us and was taking big clomping steps in his cowboy boots, sat back down, and I was like absolutely freaking mortified. Like, I was just trying to hit late and had no clue that I'm so uncoordinated with this shit. Like, I had no idea I was even capable.
Sports ball.
I can't do it. I'm a musician. I suck at sports. I can't do that stuff, so I had no idea I was going to be capable of launching a lime like 30 feet. So I went over, apologized, and he said, "You go sit the down back at your table." And I was like,
will you please just leave? This guy was not like you.
Like,
I think you went over and were like,
I was trying to be.
You offered to buy their meal or
did.
something.
I
Like
literally offered to pay for
all
their
sitting
dinner.
at the table, like, oh my god, we're about to get thrown out of the rock.
I was so mortified, and eventually he calmed down and he came back over and he's like, "Hey, I realized you were genuinely trying to apologize, and I realized that it was a mistake or something. Let's just shake on it." And I was like, "Okay, I'm good with that. Everyone else good with that? Yep, okay."
This was after he stormed off to the restroom. He looked at, Wade kicking the shit out of all of us, realized that was a bad idea because there were 6 of us, and stormed off to the bathroom.
About that. Yeah.
And that was part of the tension because he stormed off to presumably the bathroom. We thought he was going to go get the manager and have us all thrown out or arrested or something.
Right. The great limening. So the mystery citrus. That
is why we throw limes at each other.
Right after you came back to the table, I just tried to change the conversation. I said, "How about that pop car?" And somebody fired up a really poppy motorcycle right at that moment.
That was funny. Because we'd run the pop car behind the train, and the whiz kids. I hope you're still working on getting your beanie, by the way.
You need to make.
Yeah. So that's where the mystery citrus comes from.
It was a bar fight after a day of steam up, a very near bar fight.
Yeah.
The near miss bar fight.
Oh yeah. So that's a thing.